I've just received this email from Public Transport Victoria. Don't know how they got my email address, but I'll read it out. Localised restrictions are in place. A message from the Victorian government. In line with advice from the Victorian Chief Health Officer. I love the way they put it on to the Chief Health Officer, and he's the one that decides all these things. He is the expert. Yeah, bullshit. The Victorian government has announced that a number of postcodes will return to stage 3 stay-at-home restrictions from 11:59 p.m. on Wednesday, 1st of July 2020. This decision was made in response to increasing evidence of significant community transmission of corona BS19 in these postcodes. Just going to show you that. Initially, they mentioned 10 suburbs. 10 suburbs were affected. But then 10 suburbs has turned into 10 postcodes. And guess what? It's no longer 10 suburbs anymore. It's 36 suburbs. How smart are they? How smart are they? They've turned 10 into 36. That's the idea. They want to lock down as many people as they want. And guess what? All these suburbs are in the poorer working class areas in the west and the north. Mainly in the west and a few in the north. You won't see any of these in the eastern suburbs where Andrews comes from, where his electorate is. No, he won't do this to his own electorate. No way. Let's just do this to the poor working class people, mainly migrants, in the west and the north, because they'll accept this shit like they have already. They'll accept this lockdown. And the thing about this shit is they're doing tests supposedly, like you cannot believe, 20,000 a day. Don't know who would ever want to get tested, but that's their choice. So, of course, if this was real, you'd have more cases. And I couldn't give a stuff about cases, like I keep saying. No one's dying from this. No one's dying at all, because it's bullshit. So, someone here in 3012, let's just pick out a suburb here, Maidstone. All right, test positive. So because of one person testing positive, it could be because they had food poisoning. And I'm guaranteeing there's a family, supposedly of 6 people, all tested positive. Got nothing to do with any virus. They probably all ate the same thing and had food poisoning, which would fuck up their system, and they would test positive to a CPR test because we all have coronavirus inside us, and that's what could probably force out a coronavirus. They just amplify it up, and yes, the whole family, yep. Anyway, just go back to Maidstone. One person, say, test positive. So all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 suburbs, radius of what? I don't know, 10, 15 square miles. Kilometres. It's pretty well spread out. Yeah, definitely 10, 15 square miles because of one person. And it goes for all these other ones. Some person in Ascot Vale, 1 or 2 people, whatever. And we're going to close down all the surrounding suburbs. And thankfully, I'm stuck in the middle of these ones here. I'm virtually next door to these here. I'm surprised I noticed, when I first noticed this, that there was a suburb, Sunshine West. And it's not here anymore. So how is that not here? I don't know. It definitely was here. It definitely was here yesterday when I heard it, because I was in between Alban Vale and Sunshine West. It's not there anymore, Sunshine West. You're lucky. So anyway, do I read on the other shit? If you live in these locations, there will again only be 4 reasons to be out. We know what they are. Wherever you can, you should do these things as close to home as you can. If you live outside these locations, there's only 4 reasons to come into these communities: shopping for food and supplies, care and caregiving, exercise, and study or work if you can't do it from home. So we got to, keep a tab on, what suburbs we're driving through. Do we go through one of these suburbs and shit? Who knows? You'll be pulled over and said, what are you doing in this suburb? Oh, well, I'm just driving through to go wherever. Oh, no, $1,600 fine, sorry. I mean, it's fucking ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. Based on the most up-to-date advice of the Chief Health Officer. Don't you love that shit? No, it's got nothing to do with this health officer. This is all scripted. People, getting together. Idiots in the so-called governments. They've all scripted this, and yeah, they'll make the decisions and make out it's from a Chief Health Officer. Students will return to school after the school holidays, whatever that is, next week. Oh, well, let's just see how this shit keeps playing out. It is freaking laughable. But yeah, I don't know where Sunshine West's gone. Anyway, they should be happy.